Hi Hoopers, Kaylee here. Thanks for joining in for our 45-minute hoop dance fitness class tonight. This is our first class of our new February balance series. So throughout class, we're going to be working on balancing moves, strengthening both sides of the body. So I think you're gonna love it. All right, let's just get into a few safety reminders before we get started. Feel free to modify any moves if you need to. Take a break when needed, pause and rewatch the video, and feel the flow and have fun. I'm going to be sticking around for a 10-minute Q&A after class, so if you have any questions, ask them in the comments then. All right, so let's get into it. To start, we're going to start with a little warm-up. I'm going to be using my standard hoop, 38 inches. We're gonna hold it around our waist, and we're just gonna start twisting side to side. Bringing some more movement into our feet. And just really getting a nice rotation in our torso. All right, we're gonna raise it up to the side, down in the center, up to the other side. Great job. And today our class is going to be the same format. Start with a warm-up, go into waist hooping, hoop fitness, hoop dance, a hoopography, and cool down. All right, let's bring that hoop in the center, and we're gonna go for a few hoop jacks here, so low impact, stepping out to the side while raising your hoop up, high impact, jumping and raising. Are you ready? Let's go for 30. Let's get our heart rate up a little bit. Get our breathing going. Five, four, three, two, one, and pause. I'm going to put my hoop down for a second. We're gonna do a few off-body moves. So we're gonna pull our heels to glutes. Hands are in the center. Or if you would like, you can drive, 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 drive. Whew, my quads are tight tonight. This feels good. All right, two more here, each side. Let's go, extend our hips back. So hinging at the hips, I put my hands right where my hip bones are. When I hinge back, I want my thigh and my hips to be squeezing my hands, okay? So hinging back, squeezing, you see that squeeze right here, and then using your glutes to pull yourself back up forward. So you have a nice neutral back here. A few more. All right, let's take our hands on our tailbone and just push forward. Great job. Give me a few arm circles. We're gonna go reverse first. Great job. I hope you're excited for class tonight. I had fun coming up with the plans for this class, focusing on balance, reverse. All right, just a few more. All right, let's grab our hoop. We're gonna start with waist hooping. Again, I'm using 38-inch, about 1.5 pound standard hoop, comes right up to my belly button. And this is great for on-body hooping. We're going to put one foot in front of the other, forward stance. Hoop goes on the small of the back. Wind up, big push, and we're moving front to back. So all my weight is in my back foot. well, I shouldn't say all, most of my weight is in my back foot. And I'm pushing forward and backward. Okay, so soft bend to the knees. Weight is in my heel. When I go back, shift forward to the ball of my foot, but my whole foot's staying on the ground, okay? So we're never lifting our feet off the ground. We wanna make sure we're grounded. And we're just shifting our weight front to back, finding that rhythm, connecting with your hoop. You can have your right foot out in front, you can have your left foot out in front, whatever feels best for you. We want to make sure our spine is nice and tall, nice and straight. Now let's try stepping forward. And now, if you could see, there you go. My feet are parallel, a little wider than the hip width apart, and we are pushing side to side. So this movement's a little bit faster than the front to back. We're just going side to side. And the hoop's rotating on my waist, my natural waist, so right above my belly button. Keeping those hands out of the line of motion of your hoop. Keep them in the center. We can go out to the side. We can go up high. Whatever feels good for you here. And we'll just keep rocking. Great. How you guys feeling? Let's grab our hoop. So I'm gonna stop it. My hoop's going to the left. I'm gonna come in with my left hand, go 1, grab from behind, 2. So I showed you in slow motion, in real time. 1, 2. All right, so let's practice this a few times. I just want you to get the feel for stopping the motion of your hoop while it's rotating around your waist. Okay, so I'll show you from the side. Actually, I'll show you from this side because you could see better. So 1, 2, coming right from behind when that circle opens in front of me, 1, 2. All right, so we're gonna grab our hoop, 1, 2, flip it off, and I want you to pop your hoop right on top of your head, okay? So, balance. We have to stand nice and tall, nice and strong. Our core is tight. Shoulders are in a neutral position, okay? And we are just balancing our hoop right on top of our head. So I want you to feel how this feels for your body. And this is how your body position should be when you are doing on-body hooping, okay? So when we're on-body hooping, this is our hoop posture. Nice and tall, nice and strong. And we can try taking a few steps forward while keeping that posture. Okay, so a few steps forward, a few steps back. Let's go again. We can bring our hands out to the side if we need to. Okay, let's try to slowly turn in a circle without letting that hoop fall down. All right, let's try to go the other way. Great job. All right, let's grab our hoop. And now remembering that, we are gonna go for waist swing again, but we're gonna go in the reverse direction. So your non-dominant direction, mine is to the right. We wanna focus on keeping that hoop posture while pushing forward to backwards, or if you're side to side, side to side. Do you guys remember the 3 ways to save it? Let's see. So the first way is the hip dip. When it's falling down, dip down, stand right back up. Okay, so when you feel your hoop falling down to your hips, we're gonna dip down and stand right back up while keeping your back nice and straight. The second way to save it is to just push faster, harder. So if you're in a forward stance, that's just pulsing faster, harder, front to back. So you can count every time the hoop hits my belly. 1, 2, 3, speed it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A bit harder to do in the reverse direction if you're not used to it. And the third way to save it is to turn the way your hoop is going. So my hoop's going to the right, I'm just gonna start picking up my feet and turning. So if you do this while you have a rhythm going and the hoop's not falling down, it may throw you off and it may start to fall down. So to practice, we can just slow our movement down, feel it fall, and then turn. Okay, so we can go slow or we can go fast. And another way to save it, fourth way, simply catch it and toss it again. So catch and toss if you feel it falling down, just bringing more momentum in there. Great. Okay, now let's get our hoop going, and whatever direction feels best for you, your dominant direction. Mine's to the left. And we're going to bring our feet together. So you will notice that you have to work a little bit harder to keep that hoop rotating around your waist when your legs are together. Important, I want you to focus on keeping your back nice and tall, nice and straight. Just those small, tiny little pulsing front to back right from your core. All the power is coming from your core, okay? And if you feel it falling down, feel free to use those 4 ways to save it. You can turn, you can push faster, harder, but there might be a challenge on this one. Or catch and throw. I don't want you doing the hip dip on this one, so we'll save that for later. All right, keep going with me. Let's put our arms out to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Grab a water if you need it. We're gonna do a little bit more tubing and then move on to hoop fitness, okay? All right, so when you're ready, let's get our hoop going around our waist. And we are going to step to the side, in, side, in. So I'm reversing my feet here. Stepping 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just stepping out and stepping in while keeping that pulsing going. Let's try to bring our arms in for it if you're up for a challenge. So opposite, right? So I'm stepping out with my right foot, left arm is going to the side, bringing it back in the middle, reverse, left foot, right arm. Just focus on keeping your core tight and that hoop posture going. Anytime you need to stop, catch your breath, feel free to do so. We're only gonna go a few more times here and see I'm already opposites. Great job, keep it up. Let's do 2 more wherever you're at. All right, now we're gonna go forward, okay? So get that hoop going, find your rhythm. We're gonna go 1, 1. So left in, right in, and we're gonna bring our arms right out in front, this time unilateral, so same side, left and left, right and right. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's see if we can speed it up. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now we're going to put it all together and move on to hoop fitness. Are you ready? Let's get our hoop going around our waist. And we're going to go 1, 2, out to the side, 3, 4. For 30 seconds, so just keep rocking those moves. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. I have to think about this one. There we go. Awesome. Keep it going. Few more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and catch your hoop. Amazing job. Let's take our hoop off for a moment. Grab some water. Okay, hoop fitness. Tonight we are doing 4 moves, 20 seconds each, 2 times consecutively, so back to back. And I'll run through the moves right before we do them. So our first move is a squat. Feet are about hip width apart, hoops out in front, hips back and down, stand up. So you're using your hoop as a little balance here. So I'll show you from the side. All right, so you wanna make sure your knees don't go over your toes, your knees don't go in front of your toes. You're pushing your hips back and sitting down, chest is up, squeezing those glutes to come back forward. All right, let's go 20 seconds here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Go at your own pace here, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you want a challenge, you can press, squeeze on that hoop. Okay, so now we're challenging our arms a little bit. Remember, keeping your chest up, chest and hips rise together. Glutes go back and down and squeeze on the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, 10 seconds rest, and we will go for round 2. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Also, you want to be pushing your knees outward, right? So you don't want them coming in like this, pushing out. Keep your breathing going. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, give me 1 more, and rest. All right, 20 seconds rest here. I'll show you your next move. We're gonna go for a reverse lunge. Okay, so hoop still out in front, back and down, come up, back, switch legs, back and down. All right, so we wanna make sure our leg is at a 90-degree angle, knee is right above ankle, weight is in your heel. And I have water on the floor there, so I'm not gonna step in that area. All right, are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hoop out in front, back and down, let's go. Again, squeeze your hoop, put some pressure on it with your arms for a little challenge. Really drive that heel into the ground and power it back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful job. All right, take a nice big deep breath and exhale. We're gonna go again, last round in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. All right, keep working at it. Only 20 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 20 seconds. Grab water. That was a tough one. My quads are on fire. Okay. Next move. You have options. Like we did in the warm-up, hoop jack, low impact or high impact. Or you can do a hoop jump. So holding your hoop out in front of you as so, if you have the clearance, jump, jump, jump. So I'm using my wrist like a jump rope to swing the hoop around my body. All right, I'm gonna go for a hoop jack here. We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're halfway there. One more move after this, and hoop fitness is over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 10 seconds. You can do a hoop jump or a hoop jack. All right, we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So when you come up overhead, I want you to bring your arms in a full extension. So we're not here, we're pushing up. And if you get off rhythm, that's okay, just stop and go again. That's my signature move. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, 20 seconds. Grab a water if you need it. Last move is a hand spin. Okay, so hand spin, you're gonna start with your palm pointed up to the ceiling, firm grip on the hoop, turn that wrist down to the ground, open up like an L shape, like so. So the hoop's rolling right here. And this is, I like to call this a hula hoop handshake with the kids, right? Because it's like you're just moving your hand up and down like you're shaking someone's hand. If this feels uncomfortable, maybe your hoop's too heavy, go for a propeller. So propeller, you're just changing grips. So here we go, my hands are on the bottom, pointer fingers are together. I flip my wrists down and over, pinkies are together. So we are just changing our grip. My hands stay on the inside of the hoop, so inside, outside. Hands are on the inside. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds of work. I'm going with the propeller, but you can also do a hand spin. You can switch hands. Again, we're keeping our core tight. Core is always tight. And our alignment's in check. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whew, we're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 20 seconds. If you want a challenge here, kick. So I'm doing the propeller kick. Kick. You can just pass it right under your leg. So see here, kick, kick, whatever you feel like. Ooh, almost got away from me there. That will happen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Congratulations, we have made it through fitness. Grab a sip of water. We're gonna move on to the dance. I'm running about 5 to 8 minutes over tonight. So it's 8:05 now, 8:15, 10 minutes. We're gonna be going over. If you need to leave, I post all the workouts to YouTube, okay? So, I am going to be switching down to a lighter dance hoop. It's about 36 inches. It weighs about 1 pound, and the tubing is just a little bit thinner than my standard hoop. So I'll show you the difference here. You guys can see that kind of. This is the dance hoop, this is the standard hoop. So the standard just weighs a little bit more, tubing's a little thicker. Dance hoop is a little thinner, easier on your joints and your hand. But if a standard hoop or a thicker hoop is all you have, you can still rock these moves. Okay, it's just whatever you feel comfortable with. So tonight we are going to be going through a few tricks and then putting them together into a hoopography if you're new to the class. So I'll be teaching you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tricks tonight. And then we're gonna put them together into a succession and perform together and then end with a cool down. So tonight's theme, actually the whole month's theme, is balance. And I want to incorporate balance into hoop dance because it is important to work both sides, right? So with most of the moves tonight, we're going to be performing them on both sides. So example, we're gonna start with a coin spin. And this is just, we're spinning, rotating our hoop on the ground, using my fingers to twirl the hoop around. We're going to walk around, okay? Come back to starting, switch. So I switched hands and directions. Walk around the opposite way, hoop, keep that hoop going. And pause. So we're gonna be learning tricks in both directions. If you don't feel comfortable doing it in the opposite direction, just stick with one direction, totally fine. All right, so first move, I just demoed it, is a coin spin. I'm gonna hold my hoop out in front so that I can rotate it around without it hitting my body. And literally just using my fingers to twirl the hoop around on the ground. Next, we're going to continue twirling, but we are going to walk around our hoop, making sure, keeping our body out of the way. We can put our hand up here if we like. Okay, and then when we get back to starting, so I started here, reach out, whoop, grab, so switch hands and switch directions. And then again, walk around, you can bring your hand up, pause. So that is our first move, a coin spin. Next move is an escalator. So when we pause here, I'm gonna firm grab my hoop, drive it up above, diagonal to my body. So I'm firm grip here. I'm going to hinge back, loosen the grip, hinge back. So a hinge is just changing the placement of the hoop. It's up here, loosening my grip, hinging backwards. And now the top of my hoop that was over here, hinging back, now it's on my shoulder. And we're just gonna drop our hoop down. So real time, hoops out to the side, hinge back, drop down, switch, off. So I'll break it down for you. So from here, where we stopped with our coin spin, firm grab, I keep on saying grab, I just need to make that a word, grip, firm grip. Drive it up, hinge back, so loosen my grip, but keep my arm in the same position, almost like a door, like a hinge on a door. Hoop comes down behind my body. And I'm not gonna let go here, I'm just gonna drive my hand down next to my hip. To switch, hinge again while bringing my hand forward, connecting here, opposite arm comes out to the side. Now I'm going in reverse. So firm grip here, driving up and off to the other side. So I'll show you from the side here. Hoop is diagonal up above me, hinge, drive my hand down to my hip, swing my arm, bring it forward, hands together here, transfer to my other hand, pull it out, drive my hand up and drive my hoop forward so it can go around my body, out to the side and up. All right, so coin spin, we're gonna go around twice and grab, bring up, hinge, down, transfer hands, drive up. So that is an escalator, again, both sides. From escalator, we're gonna end in this position. I'm just gonna drive my hand downward here, and we're gonna go into passing, so you can turn your body while passing the hoop around. Contact points are in the front and in the back. My hands are coming from the top of the hoop, okay? So I don't want to come underneath like this, because then my arm has nowhere to go. Hands are coming from the top, palms are pointed towards the ground. Just passing around, and you guessed it, pass in the reverse direction. Okay, so that's passing. Go back to, so we're gonna do this twice, go back to whatever direction feels more comfortable for you. For me, it's my left. So now I'm passing to the left where I started. We're going to firm grab our hoop, turn our wrist out like so. So my hoop changed orientation. Swing the hoop towards my body, pick up my foot, swing it around and out. So this is called a step through. So from here, again with that hinging, hinge, step, swing around, step out. So from the side, from the back, out to the side, opposite foot comes up, around, and we'll do this side too, might as well. Up and around. We're only gonna do that in one direction because the other direction is kind of tricky, okay? So step through is just one way. All right. We're going to end with the hoop in front of us, like so. Drive it up, switch grip. So now my palm is pointed up to the ceiling, and we're gonna go for a weave. A weave, we're gonna start with our hoop out to the side. In our case, it's gonna be in the front of us and our body position changes. Okay, but same concept, hoop out to the side. This isn't a firm grip, I'm just cupping my hoop here, okay? So 4 fingers wrap around my hoop like so. My thumb is, can you see it? Pointed outwards. So 4 fingers cupping hoop. I'm going to, like I'm throwing a ball with my hoop, okay? Like I'm throwing a baseball or something across my body to the other side and let it roll back. Okay, so you start the move by throwing the ball to the opposite side. So if I'm standing on railroad tracks, I'm going from one side of the track to the other side of the track. Once I get to the other side, my palm comes back up towards the ceiling and back to where we started. This move is called a weave or a figure 8 because it looks like your hoop is making an 8. The whole time our thumb is pointed outwards, we're following our thumb. Okay, so we're following our thumb. Our thumb's pointing the direction that our hoop and our arm has to go. Our initial swing, so when we throw the ball, we can extend our arm all the way outwards like this to gain momentum. Let it roll and then bring that elbow close to the hip. So all the work is in the wrist here. We don't want to be extended the whole time. It's just initially to get momentum. So this is a weave. This is only gonna be one direction too, just for tonight. Maybe next class we'll switch it up. Once you have your weave going, firm grip, squeeze that hoop. I'm gonna bring my hand out in front. So you see what I did there? On the back swing, firm grip here. I'm gonna drive my hand up and over. So again, my hoop's changing orientation. Drive that hoop above my head. Hand comes right to the inside. Turn and twist down. Pause, turn and twist up. So this is called a sustained spin. All I'm doing here, my hands are on the inside of the hoop. So if your hand was on the outside in the beginning, switch it to the inside. We're going to turn our body wall, bringing our arms down to about waist level. If you want a challenge, you can bend down and turn all the way to the ground and come back up. But for our purposes tonight, I'm just going to my waist. And once we get to our waist, we're gonna pause, turn our body in the opposite direction while driving our arms upward. Okay, so real time, pause, switch, up. And our last move is just flipping our hoop forward and coming down in front. You can give a bow, you can pose with it, whatever you feel like doing tonight. One note on the sustained spin. So when we are driving and turning, we can get dizzy. If that happens, you can spot. I like to spot on the inside of my hoop. So by spotting, I mean just picking a point on your hoop and staring at it while you're turning. So that is all your vision is focused on. Pause, pick another point, spot, and go back up. Because with this move, you're not turning your hoop's staying in the same position, okay? So that's one little trick I found to avoid getting dizzy. And if you do get dizzy, just stop doing it and go on to something else or sit down if you have to. All right, so let's grab a sip of water and we're gonna run through that hoopography routine 3 times. So I'll do it with you twice. 3rd time, you're on your own. And we'll end with a warm up. Again, it's 8:17. I'm running like 5-6 minutes over. So if you have to go, no worries. I post the whole class to YouTube so you can finish out later if you need to. I just wanted to give you a heads up if you have somewhere to be that we're going a little bit over tonight. All right, so let's start. First move, do you remember what it was? Yes, a coin spin. Spinning the hoop out in front. We're gonna walk, circle around. You can raise that hand up if you want to. Pause and switch. Reverse. Pause. Okay. Drive our hoop up to the sky for an escalator. Hinge back. Bring that hand down to the hip. Transfer. Hinge off. Okay, so escalator. Bring hoop down. Let's go into passing. Pause. Reverse direction. Okay, back to your dominant side. Step through. Bring the hoop down in front. I like to pop it up so I can switch grip. So hands on the top here, pop up, comes under into a weave. We're gonna firm grip, tap our hoop out in front, drive, raise it up above my head, bring that other hand in, turn, sustain, spin, down to the front, come back up, and flip the hoop forward to bow. All right, one more time together, and then we will go on our own. Are you ready? Let's do it. Can, coin spin. Can's another trick. Coin spin. Let's walk around it. Switch hands. Walk around. Come to the center. Drive up. Escalator. Transfer. Beautiful. Drive the hoop down into passing. Pause. Go reverse direction. Pause, reverse, step through, hoop comes down, pop it up, weave, firm grip out, tap in front, raise the hoop up, sustain spin, down and up, pause, flip forward and bow, or strike a pose. All right, grab a sip of water and we will run through it. This next time I won't talk. So you're on your own, but if you forget, you can check out the screen and follow along. All right, big deep breath. Great job tonight, guys. Super proud of you. Okay, are you ready? Let's go for it. Great job tonight, guys. Let me know how you like class in the comments when we're done. But first, I want to end with a nice stretch. All right, just get us stretched out. Actually, let's start with our hoop and then we'll move on to some without our hoop. So like we did in the beginning, we're gonna pop the hoop on our head, take our hands away, and we're gonna go for a tree pose. So if you can, get your leg all the way up. If not, we can rest it right here on the ground. So I'm gonna start with my left leg. Hands come in the center. Take a few nice big deep breaths in and out. switch feet. And another nice big deep breath. One more here. All right, let's grab our hoop in the center here. I'm just gonna hold it around my waist and we're gonna raise up, big deep breath. And out. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. All right, let's twist, look over our shoulder and hold. Come right back to center, opposite shoulder and hold. This feels really great on our lower back after all that on body hooping. All right, come back to center. Let's flip our hoop off in front of us. And as you probably figured out, this is one of my favorites. So we're gonna put our hoop out about arm's length away. Hinge your hips back. And just take a few deep breaths here. My back is nice and straight, nice and neutral. Arms are extended. So this is the equivalent to a downward dog, just in the standing position. Takes the weight off your arms and your shoulders, but you're still getting that really nice stretch in your lower back and your hamstrings. All right, let's slowly raise it up to center. I'm gonna drop, well, you can drop your hoop or you can leave it. I'm just going to bring our quads to our glutes and hold for a nice quad stretch. I feel so much better than beginning. Again, great job tonight, guys. Super proud of you. For February, we're going to be hosting 2 classes a week. So Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to RSVP, you can find all the events on our Facebook page, on our website, hypnoticcupola.com. All right, let's bring that leg down. Now I'm gonna pop my hoop down. And we did a lot of arm work today, so I just want to stretch out our forearms quick, and then I'll get you guys out of here. Again, I'll be sticking around for a 10-minute Q&A. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's switch. So my fingers are pointed down to the ground, and I'm just pulling back with my opposite hand. Now we're going to switch positions. So now my palm's pointed to the ground. And again, pulling back. This is a great one for your forearms. And switch. Ooh, heard a crack there. All right, let's bring our arms down in front, raise up and breathe. And exhale. One more time to close it out. Okay, thank you so much for joining in tonight. Again, our next class will be on Thursday, and I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, stick around, and I would be happy to answer them for you. Have a good night, guys. See ya. All right. So I'm going to be sticking around.